Yo, what's going on everybody? Alex Pandrea here, back with another video. Very excited about this one, of course, just like I am for all my other videos. What we're gonna talk about today and in this sort of mini-series is card manipulation. Now, thinking back to how I got started in Magic, a lot of people have asked me how I got started and everything like that. One of the first videotapes, and there were videotapes back then, not DVDs, not downloads, VHS tapes. And when I first found the Magic shop, the person behind the counter, the first thing that he showed me was some card manipulation, and I was just floored because I remember seeing this in the old World's Greatest Magic specials, and I've always wanted to learn this. I bought Jeff McBride's Art of Card Manipulation Volume 1, and I started with that, and that was the first piece of magic and the first real, I guess, tutorial or things that I learned that had to do with the sleight of hand. Now, I did know a few card tricks or whatever, but they were self-working card tricks that I'm sure everybody started out with. But my first experience with magic and with sleight of hand was with card manipulation. So before I even did any close-up at all, I would go around and produce cards and make them disappear, and I'd actually came up with my own little act to music. And I remember having a videotape of that, and it was just me in my underwear at like 11 years old, doing card manipulations, a card manipulation act to music. I wish I could find that video. That'd be funny. Alright, without further ado, we're gonna split this series off into 3 parts. And they're the 3 parts that I think structure it well. So the first part, which is today's segment, is going to be literally how to take a card and make it vanish and then make it appear and then show both your hands empty. So again, this is a technique that is used in card manipulation, very rarely used in close-up situations, but however, you can use it in close-up situations. So the technique looks like this. Basically, as an exposed view, you're gonna make the card disappear by back palming it and then make it appear. So you're making it vanish first. It's gone, it's being back palmed like that, and then I'm making it appear by producing it. Show both sides of your hand empty by doing a pivot move, which shows both sides of your hand empty. Now, one thing to keep in mind when learning this, this is meant obviously for a more parlor stage situation. Doing card manipulation like super up close in a close-up environment is not the best because you can see through the fingers and you can see sort of the edges of the cards. Now, if you do want card manipulation cards themselves, they have card manipulation cards that the back of the card is like a tan color to match your hand, or with black art on it so it can match the background, or if you're wearing all black, so something like that. So they do make card manipulation cards for that. But in any case, we're just gonna learn the technique now, and then if you're interested in this, you can take it further into whatever else you want to do with it. Okay, so first things first is you have a playing card. Now we're gonna learn how to make it disappear, show both sides, and then make it appear. So the first thing we're gonna learn is to back palm a card. So knowing the palm itself is important. That's how it's going to look like. And it's gripped between, of course, it's in the back of the hand, that's what we call it, the back palm, back of the palm. And it's clipped between the middle and first finger and the pinky and ring finger. Alright, so you're going to place that in just like that. Now, at first, you're going to want to do it so that nothing at all shows. Okay, but you'll see throughout time, I mean, this is natural that you'd want nothing to show, but you'll see throughout time how a little bit has to show for you to do certain moves, moving into the different sections here. But in any case, the natural thing is to obviously not let anything show, so you can have your card behind the palm and you see nothing for it. All right, so that is the back palm itself. All right, so once you get that down and once you get comfortable sort of waving your hand and doing this, then you could come back and learn the second part, which is actually getting it in there in a vanish type motion. Alright, so now that we have the back palm and you're comfortable holding that card in back palm, you're going to make it vanish. Now, the way to make it vanish is on the up motion. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to sort of toss it up, and that's when the card disappears. So in slow motion, it's going to look like this. I put it into back palm as I sort of toss it up and it's gone. One thing to keep in mind when you do this is to keep your hand in motion, all right, just in case anything shows. So you keep your hand in motion. So this is how we're gonna do it. You grab the card with the thumb and middle finger. These are the main fingers of how you're gonna grab onto it first. So you could even do a spin at first, show both sides, and now you're going to go up and down, up and down. You're going to press the middle finger and the ring finger, these two, onto the card and buckle it down almost like you're making sort of like that rock sign, like this. Okay, so you're here, and then you're going to press down, making this sign. All right. From here, you have ample room then for the pinky to go on one side and the first finger to go on the other. You're gonna clench down now, both making a fist. All right. Step number 1, hold between the middle finger and thumb. Step number 2, rock sign. Step number 3, clench down and make a fist. Thumb is still here, and you're doing this as you move down. So 1, 2, 3, and now as you move up, you're going to extend everything, thumb out of the way, extend everything, and open up your hand, and you're gonna move up. Boom, the card disappears. You move it back and forth, and now we're gonna get into producing it. All right, so here, 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 here. In full motion, show, up, gone. Now we're gonna learn to produce it. To produce it, it's gonna be very, very easy. In fact, easier, I think, than vanishing the card. You're gonna move up and down, and now you're gonna do the reverse action by closing everything. Your fingers that you did the rock sign with, these two, the ring finger and the middle finger, will come out, and you're gonna grab it with the thumb and produce the card. All right, so the reverse action: clench down, make a fist, rock fingers come out, thumb grabs it and produces it. All right, so it should look like here, here. And I kind of like to grab it out of midair, right? So it should be grab. Okay, so here, here. So work on that, and now we're gonna get into showing both hands empty, so you can add that in the middle of it. Okay, now we're gonna go into, you know, how to back palm the card, how to make it vanish, how to make it appear. But in between, we want to show that both are the sides of our hands, both the front and the back, are empty as much as you can, and then make the card appear. Now this itself is a more advanced move, so don't be frustrated if you can't learn this right away. But it does take a little bit of practice, and again, this is where you're gonna notice that the corners do end up popping in, because when you do the pivot, sometimes, like even me, I get like a lot sticking out. Okay, so you have to do this somewhat quick, somewhat with bigger motion covering the smaller motion, before you make it appear. And again, not necessarily for close-up situations, but I think it's important to learn and get your fingers accustomed to doing hard things. So let's get into this. You're going to start with the card in back palm. All right, now we're going to show you how to move it from here to here. All right, so the way to do that is, it's in back palm. You're going to do the following steps. You're going to close your hand. Step number 1. All right, so this is just the finger motion. Step number 1 is you're closing your hand. Those two rock fingers again are going to kick out, and now you're going to extend your hand. So first the middle fingers are coming up like that. All right, and then the second is you want to hold the thumb, maybe sometimes to accustom. You want to hold the thumb down so that the card doesn't go out of line, and then open up all fingers to get it now in here. All right, so this is your end position of where you want to be at. You started here, you're closing, fingers are kicking out, and you could push down a little bit at this point and get it into a palm, which is, I guess, the reverse of a back palm. So you're at this position. All right, now you want to do that, of course, by moving your hand from face up to the spectator to face down like that, or showing the back of your hand, while you do the move. So as you do this move, you're going to curl your fingers down, you're going to kick, and now as you're coming here, you're pushing down and you're stretching all fingers out, first finger and pinky, stretching it out, just like that, to show the back of your hands. All right, now again, keep it in motion. And now we're going to go backwards. We're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to go from here, and we're going to show the back, and then you're going to do that and show the front. Okay, now of course, this could be seen while you're up close and doing it in slow motion. So keep in mind, wherever you're doing this, bigger motion covers the smaller motion, and as well as the hand movement, you want to keep everything in motion so that the eye cannot focus on maybe those corners sticking out. Good. So the first thing I do is I'm going to squeeze everything down so I could get it in this position. I do believe that from here to here is going to be easier. This is the easier part. So you're here, you're going to squeeze everything, still holding it between the first and pinky. Everything comes down, and you're putting pressure on from the base of the thumb here. Okay, so here, squeezing down is being put pressure here, or even here. Squeeze, make a fist, and now you're going to open up. That's all you're gonna do, just open up. And you do that while you're turning your hand over. So here, fist, you can see how it's covered at this point, and turn your hand over and open up. All right, so here, fist, start turning, and it's your hand as well. It's not just your wrist, your hand as well. So you can see sort of, I guess if I back it up just a little bit, you can see sort of the hand motion of there, and then it's coming like that, like that. So here, 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 like that, and then produce. Okay? So really quickly, have it in back palm, curl down, make a fist, fingers come out, push in, grab as you turn, squeeze, make a fist, push as much as you can from here to kick it out, and as you turn, open up your hand, produce the card, twirl it, catch it, throw it in their face, whatever you want to do. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was a tutorial of the first part, the first step of card manipulation, to vanish a card, to make it appear, to show both sides of your hand empty. Hope you enjoyed that, and just keep in mind a few things. This can be used for close-up as well, especially when it's just the one card. One thing that I like to do is just have a card, show the card, and then as I'm doing this to show the card, after I make it appear or something, or the card changes to that card, I say, do you see the card? And now I do this, and the card disappears right in front of them, and then I produce it from their elbow. A quick little stupid thing that I swear to God goes over so well, and sometimes even better than the trick itself. It's these little things sometimes. So when you're thinking, hey, it's just for stage, it's not. You can use it, and that's just one example that I use it for. So come back for the next videos in the next few days, and this week especially. I will do 3 parts of this video and teach you everything that you need to know, that I know about card manipulation. And then if you enjoy this, you can go out further and study it more. So that's it guys, hit that like button if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, peace.